Well, first of all, today, this story is about black men, bitter black men. Well, it all started like this. When you meet someone, you really don't know who they are until you really get to know the real them. Perhaps Calvin Barnes. He was the best thing that ever happened to me, but he was too bitter. What happened to our black men? And they say black women ain't shit. I think personally, we are the shit. We are the women that makes the world go round. They say black women gives women black bad names. Well, I think they're a little bit confused. Black women do what they have to do to survive. Men have been doing it for years, living off the same black women they walk around talking about. Be real with yourself. How real could you get? Well, I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say for now.
Well, goddess, how about you talk about these black men in 2009 that really have no knowledge of where they came from and are just very ignorant and oblivious to the fact that black women and black men and black people as a whole are just like a unique being, and we're a special people, and if we don't come together, then we'll just fall. I mean, what would you have to say about the black men and women that just bash the opposite side of our race for all negative reasons? Particularly black men that just think that all black women are loud, ghetto, ignorant, trash. And what role do they play in the reason why a lot of black women are the way they are?
I think personally, black men have black women misunderstood. We are what they make us. If black women are loud and obnoxious and just crazy, it's because they made us that way. Personally, they don't realize the damage they put on black women, the pressure they put on black women. That's why they'll rather deal with a white woman than to deal with their own kind. Cause see, a white woman gonna sit back and take the trash that they dishing out. A black woman is gonna stand up for herself. Either way it go. So, to the black men that's walking around bashing the black women, you're just upset because we know how to stand up for ourselves. And to the black women that's going around bashing the black men, they're just misunderstood. You need to take time and talk to that black man before you decide to judge that black man. I learned that the hard way, and I still judge, but I find out what he's about before I decide to judge him. And some black men, they bitter because women made them that way. So you have to take the time, look around, and find out what it is that's making that man so bitter.
How about the brothers that's out here that have nothing better to do but to just constantly look at all of the negative aspects in black women? Now, me being a black woman myself, I'm not going to say that I am totally, appeased by all the things that black women do. There are some things that black women do, not only black women, that all women do, that is kind of like a disgrace just to, the human race, men and women. But for some reason, we got brothers out there that just are fixated on just downing black women. I mean, and just looking at the lowest quality and the lowest of the low women and just putting that as a whole. I mean, just making that seem like all black women just ain't shit. What's up with that?
And to all those black women that have daughters, you need to make a positive role model for your daughters. Even if you have sons, a positive role model is due. What they see you do, they end up doing. So take heed to what we're talking about today and understand where we're coming from. Because if you don't understand where we're coming from, you'll never understand. And to all the black men that's out making babies, take care of those children. Whether you think it's yours or not, get a blood test, hell. Do what you got to do to make women respect you.
Now, Empress, mind you, you like almost 30 and you ain't got no kids. Why is that?
Who knows? I guess I just don't have the patience right now.
For the children or for the men or just for for everything?
The men, I'd rather let my father have the child than to deal with that man.
When you say your father, what do you mean? Our heavenly father, or I don't understand. What do you mean?
My heavenly father and the one that had me.
I see.
Before I deal with a man and his problems and his negative behavior.
So, but you still like men, right?
Yeah, of course. I love the dick.
But
I just can't deal with the baby daddy drama right now. I guess that's why I turned my back on Calvin Hill. Baby daddy drama.
on a positive note, though, before we go, what is something that you would say to like all of the black women and black men in 2009 that's bashing each other and putting each other down, and the black women that's saying all niggas ain't shit, and the black men that's saying all black women are lazy, loud, fat, trifling, gold diggers, and all the black women that's saying oh they no good, sorry ass niggas that need to get a job, blah blah blah. What would you have to say to us as a people that would really, be some type of insight to get us steered in the right direction? Because obviously all of this negativity from each end of the spectrum is not a solution to the problem. It's just causing more uh, pain between us. It's separating us more. So what would you say in 2009 to black men and black women, you know, that could bring us together and stop letting us look at each other's flaws, but look at each other's, beauties, and looking at each other's, talents, and what we are as a people, and creativity and things like that.
Like I said before we start bashing each other, we need to take heed and get to know one another. How could you bash someone and you don't even know them? Get to know that person before you decide to bash your own race, especially.
Self-hate, sad.
It's not good for anybody.
It's a tragedy.
Black against black, it should never be that way. If anything, it should be black against white. Not being racist, I'm just saying in general. I walk around every day and see black men with white women. So what? Let him have his white woman. Because if a black woman want a white man, she gonna get him too.
I know that's right.
So what the hell? Do what you do, enjoy life, and live for self. Fuck what everybody else think about you. Because are they taking care of you? No. Every man for himself in the 2009.
And I'm going to close on this note. In 2009, my brothers and sisters, or whatever you want to call yourself, it's all about living in the moment. You got to learn how to forget your past. Don't worry about the future because it's not even here. Not forget about it, but don't even focus on that. The past is gone. Be happy now. Be sexy now. Be confident now. Be rich now. Do everything you're going to do in the present. Because right now is what matters. Everything that done happened before in the past and everything that's going to happen in the future, that's just so irrelevant. When we start to become happy now, that's when we'll see a change in the uprising of everything,
And all men want to do these days is